I've been thinking, it's a regular, been thinking lately about the kind of technology they use and coming up with theories. And I was, just like this woman in front of me, I hate them walking behind me, you know, they just make me feel awkward. I hate it, make me feel uncomfortable, can't stand it. Just give you a shot of the regular. Just yet another working age adult with no work, you know, like the other fucking 1,000 of them that walk past me during the day. Not that I go to work, but I'm mentally ill, don't you know? I see things and I'm very paranoid. I don't hear voices, I can't say that. I just hear little sparks of sparkage in my ears at night. Yep. Yeah, can't work, too mentally ill, I'm afraid. Anyway, yeah, I've been thinking about, you know, the ones that are kind of controlled, or about people being controlled, and it's kind of becoming more and more obvious that that's the case, you know. And it's weird, the things that people do around me, like a couple of months ago, or I don't know, I lose track of time, right? So my reference in time, as in the last kind of, you know, if I say a few weeks, it could be fucking yesterday, you know. I'm rubbish with time because all my days blend into one. I don't really have anything to do because I can't work because I'm mentally ill. So yeah, the guy that I took a video of in the library, and I called him obese because I'm a horrible bastard, you know. I'm basically an arsehole, you know. I just use people's physical characteristics to mock them in a hateful way because I'm bitter and twisted. And I hate people. I hate all these people. Yeah, so I was walking in the town. I was crossing a bridge and he was walking towards me, you know. And that's how I knew that he was fucking... you see the same faces but at different locations, and I stopped because I wanted to see where he would go because he looked awkward and out of fucking place. He was carrying his laptop bag over his shoulder and he just crossed the river, and there's only really... 3 directions you can go. One is kind of down to the seafront, the beach on the other side. One is into a caravan park, and one takes you up to a main road, you know. And I thought, where's this clown going to go carrying his laptop? You know, this is very interesting. So I stood and I watched him, and he looked confused that I was standing and watching him, and he was confused about where the fuck he was going to go because he just came to walk past me to be seen again because he'd been in my video, and that's where they told him to go, you know. And so he looked confused for a minute, but as he was walking towards me, he stopped and he checked the soles of his shoes. And it was weird because there was another guy, another stalker, who stood, you know, playing lookout. You know, he used like a little lookout on the street. They have them at certain points so they can let the other ones further up the road know what time you passed, where you're going, etc. They don't fucking need it, but the police have to have them doing certain jobs, you know. They don't need it because they're tracking you physically. They're tracking your biometrics. They know all your data, where you're going. But they can't tell these cunts that they've put implants in front of you because, you know, people would be like fucking shock horror, you know. Is that what's getting done to people? And then they might start wondering if it's getting done to them. Well, fucking yes it is. So this other guy was stood pretending to be on his phone, you know, just waiting for me, just fucking checking where I was going. And just after fucking the obese one for the library, checked the bottom of his soles of his shoes, you know. It's a reference. I've had a guy walk past me today just doing it. It's just, that's what reminded me of it. It's a reference and you're a piece of shit, you know, on the bottom of my shoe pretty much. Your dog dirt. So as obese guy done it, checked his shoes, this guy that was on his phone, about 3 seconds later he'd done exactly the same thing, and they hadn't seen each other. There's no way that they could see each other. I could see both of them, but they couldn't see each other. Like, one was kind of walking on top of the bridge and one was like to the side of it. They didn't have any kind of visuals on the other one. And I thought, there's something in the fucking air, isn't there? There's something, somewhere. Some kind of technology has made both of them at the same time check their shoes, check the bottom of their shoes. It just became so obvious at that point, and there's been other instances as well. The guy, one of the people that live in the house, when I first started writing on my t-shirts, you know, writing little kind of slogans on them about gang stalkers, and I had one on my t-shirt, and I purposely left it in the bathroom because I want these fuckers to know that I know what it is that they're doing, you know. I want them to know that I know what they are. These fucking clowns. So I purposely left it in the bathroom, and then I heard one of the dickheads from the house going in, so doing a little salute, going in to the bathroom, and then just after the bathroom, as he would have entered the bathroom and read what was on my t-shirt on the floor, so he would have read the word gang stalker, and outside the time, I mean, I wasn't obviously in the bathroom with him seeing what time it was, like him looking at it, but the timing was pretty much him closing the bathroom door behind himself, and he would have read my t-shirt because I'd left it face up on the bathroom floor purposely, because I like these fuckers to be embarrassed about what it is that they do. And a siren went off outside, you know, which is very odd, you know, him reading that word and then a siren goes off outside. There's other instances as well, but it's becoming so more and more obvious that they're controlled, that something outside of them is controlling them. And I don't know if it's the jag, who knows, because they injected me with something when they came into my house, you know, 2 paramedics had a panic attack. And then 2 paramedics who were positioned outside waiting, you know, for this very purpose. They induced a panic attack on me. I've never had one before. I thought I was having a heart attack, but they induced a panic attack, and then these 2 paramedics came in and one of them injected me with something. And I'm never going to be told what it was, but I can only assume it was the jag, you know, for the carry-on virus. So I don't know if it's that's kind of causing this, you know. I honestly believe that, you know, and maybe the ones who actually do the gang stalking, you know, the ones who are paid to stalk you, the ones that are so obviously doing stuff, who are being paid and who are kind of positioning themselves in the environment around you, you know, and you can tell are kind of feeding back information and they know exactly what they're doing. This is how they earn their money. Maybe those are the people who really, the programme doesn't have the ability to kind of control as much, you know. So that's why the police have to kind of pay them, or the security services have to kind of pay them to involve. Excuse me, every time I speak I'm burping now. I don't drink fizzy drinks. I've not had anything to eat this morning. It's just odd. It's just some kind of thing that they like to do to me. Yeah, maybe those are the people that are being used to, are kind of being paid to gang stalk you, you know. And other people, as you're walking about the street, they're just unconscious about what it is that they're doing. They don't have any conscious awareness, you know. Like the guy from the library clearly knew that he was stalking me, because when I took the shot of him in the library, he went up to the library staff and with his fingers, you know, he done like what computer I was on. So he clearly knew what he was doing. He was clearly at that position as I walked past that day in the bridge, because he'd been led to that position because he was someone was heading that way. But I don't know if they're told exactly who it is, or just that it's someone. You know, it's someone and they don't know who you are. They're just told that when you're in the area, they're to kind of come out and walk past and do whatever it is that you do. You know, the paid ones, like the ones that live in the house with me, they're in and out of that house 20 times a day, because we live quite close to the town, so they get a little alert on their phone that a target is walking past. And then they just come out of the house wearing their all red outfit, or their pyjamas with lollipops on them, or their, you know, security t-shirt. And then they just walk past someone who's targeted, and that's their little job for the day. You know, they take it in shifts to carry out these disgusting actions. So a lot of these people that are doing that to you are doing the same thing. You know, they live in the local area. When you're walking nearby, or someone similar to you who's been abused in a similar way, tortured by these nutcases, they get a call and they just have to walk past you doing their stupid hand signals, or wearing their white hat, or whatever it is that they've been told to do, you know. But I honestly think some of them are just unconsciously aware of what they're doing, you know. Like the 2 people that checked their shoes, they're obviously, both of them are stalkers, both of them are paid stalkers, but they're doing that. How are they both getting that signal to do that motion at the same time? How is the guy that walked past me this morning and done the looking at the bottom of his shoes, how did he even know that I was looking in his direction, you know? Or is it, are these people that fucking intelligent? Because it's like military precision, you know. It was just as I was about to cross the road, and there was only cars coming from my right, so they positioned him walking down to my right, so that I would have to look right before I crossed the road. And then I looked at kind of in his direction that he was walking, and then he made sure he was checking the soles of his feet, you know. to signal that little "you're a piece of shit." But, you know, this clown doesn't just come up with this shit by himself. He's getting fed this information. And how's he getting fed this information so exactly, you know? It's absolutely, it's madness, you know. They're definitely controlled in some way, and I don't know what it is that's doing it. Or, I mean, they're probably not even aware of the fact that it is that something's controlling them. They think they're doing this and they're just get a fucking clout. I hate it when they walk past me, honestly. They've got such a fucking attitude, a snidey look on their fucking disgusting face. Honestly, I should be the one that's looking at these people snidey as fuck. These are the disgusting fucking deviants that are doing this to other people. The fucking cheek of them to walk past me and look at me like I'm a piece of shit when these people are fucking nothing. Sorry for my rant, I get annoyed with them. Oh yeah, there's definitely something outside of them. I'll tell you another quick example. One of the other dickheads in the house who gang stalks, and he goes out 20 times a day, you know, to annoy people within the local area, walk past them, drive past them, etc., taking turns doing his little shifts. About a week or so ago, I was just looking out the window, my bedroom faces onto the back, so I was just looking out the window at the back, and then I heard this fucking idiot come out his room. It's constant as well, you know, the hat, you know, the kind of Yorkshire style hat, that's a favourite of them for some reason. Probably because my brother lives in Yorkshire, I don't know. Yes, I was just looking out the back window, and then I heard that dickhead go out the front door, and just as the door closed behind him, the front door closed behind him, a street lamp out the back came on, and I thought, that's odd, maybe it's got like a glitch or something, you know. And then he started walking. He wouldn't have been able to see this from the front door, but he started walking up the side of the house and going out the back way so I could see him out the window. And this street light stayed on the whole way as he was walking up the back until he turned the corner. Then after he turned the corner, the street light went off again. Isn't that fucking odd, you know what I mean? How did they know, like, that he was going to be going out that way? It's odd, you know? It's like we're all fucking connected to something, aren't we? Some grid, some program, and you know, the simulation theory is not. It's really, really hard to get your head round, really. But I can smell a disgusting perfume again. It's just the couple theme, isn't it? It's the couple theme, like, oh, you're so lonely. You don't have anybody. Look at us, we're all loved up, holding hands. Fuck off. Get a grip of yourself, you fucking goons. Yeah, simulation theory is hard to get your head round, but it's, you know, I don't know. It's just too hard to kind of get to grasps with, really, from my point of view, from my mind anyway, you know. But I don't know. Well, definitely, I don't know if it's a fact, but yeah, we're definitely hooked up to something and controlled by something, you know. Because there's things that I've done as well, and I know that they're probably designed to annoy other people, and words that I say that will probably trigger other people. And you know, I was in the library a while ago, and there's a guy in there, and a video came on, and usually I had my earphones plugged in the library, but usually the volume on the computer isn't very high, and it was only at like less than 50%. And when I played this video, it came on so fucking loud that you could hear it on my headphones, you know. And he turned round and I said, oh, I'm sorry. And he went, oh yeah, sure, you know. And so I'd done it on purpose. And then this morning I'm out walking, and I go to my sunglasses in my bag, and it's really sunny. So I kind of put my bag on the ground and bend down to get my sunglasses out of my bag. And this guy walks up from behind me, you know, and people do this to me all the time, bend down in front of me, showing me their arse, you know. It's like a kind of part of their humiliation ritual thing, isn't it? And I thought, that's it twice, at least, that I've done something to this cunt, you know. So I don't know, maybe he feels like he's been persecuted, and I'm kind of being, it's just a timing thing, isn't it? It's just we're all kind of hooked into the same thing, and they get to use lots of us against lots of other ones of us. It's weird, you know, it's confusing. Anyway, I've probably run out of time, so take care. God be with you. That sounds very wanky, doesn't it? God bless. Lots of love. Bye-bye.